Welcome to Tenise TV, a lifestyle vlog.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tenise. Man, I finally figured out why girls are doing nothing but making makeup videos on YouTube is because you pretty much have to become a makeup artist to make a video in the morning. Like if you just get on and with your bare face, you look crazy. So I'm not a makeup artist. Excuse whatever imperfections you see here. Anyway, so I made this video yesterday, and then when I went to upload it, I'm like, oh, I got a patch of shiny shit on my forehead. So I'm like, I gotta get up this morning and redo it again. I got workers outside of my window. I got badass kids downstairs making all this noise. So I'm trying to get this done really, really quickly. Anyway, this video is about dating men, dating men in their 40s, which is a mess, as I've come to realize. I totally thought, I'm naturally attracted to older men, but I totally thought that the older men would be, the more tired they would be and less ready for bullshit. Well, I was wrong. There seems to be like a second wind of energy that comes at about 38 and gives them just a good 7 more years to deal with fuckery. It's unreal. So one of my girlfriends and I, we both live in the same area and we date in the same age range. And so every few days we have a little chit chat and try to catch up on, dates and convos and stuff like that. So anyway, it's so funny because we always have the same exact story. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're like dating the same people. It's crazy. But what we've come to the conclusion of together is that the older men get, the more reluctant they are to allow themselves to fall in love. And there's just like rule after rule after rule. And there's this new thing that we kind of get stuck into, which is like pre-dating. So no more is it kind of just like, oh, let's kind of get to know each other for a little bit. Okay, well, we've invested enough to, let's date. No, there's like this whole pre-date phase that can last up to a damn year, and it's just it's silly. And it's like that's you're dating anyway. It requires the same amount of effort, the same amount of energy, but it's like there's no title, so it takes all the responsibility off of this man, and it's a complete shit show. So there's that. But then I like to use the analogy of chess, or checkers rather, when it comes to what I've experienced with older men. And it's like, okay, so these guys are possibly, most of them are at the point where they're like, okay, I'm looking to settle down. I get it. But so they're trying to settle down, but they have all these rules to how they'll get to that point with you. And it's almost like, you're the red player, they're the black player, and they're not willing to move their pieces off the back row in order to win the game. And winning is like marriage, right? If that's your goal, then that is the equivalent to winning the game of checkers. And so what I figured out is that, well, they won't move. But I try to say to them is that there is a equal amount of risk and an equal amount of vulnerability that has to be played together in order to win that game, and in dating. And it's like, you have so many people who are like, listen, this is what I want, I'm not budging, and they will not move off their back row. But it's like, listen, the game goes stalemate, you can't win, I can't win, and now we're just sitting here. And it's two people that want to play. Like, we want to play this game, we want to date, but now we can't because you're not willing to budge. And I can't play with you when you don't want to, I can't ever win. So it's a complete, it's like, whatever, it's difficult. And, when I was talking to some of my girlfriends 2 Sundays ago, and I'm like, I don't feel like this is how dating was and would have been in my 20s. I was married at 20, a couple days before my 21st birthday. So I didn't date all of my 20s. I was married, but I kind of watched my friends date, and I feel like, in your 20s, when there's a lot less risk involved, it's, he doesn't have anything, you don't have anything, and so they're like, okay, well, I like you, you like me, boom, let's be a couple. And if it doesn't work, we'll break up. It's no big deal. But it's like the older people get, they're like, listen, if I give you 4 years, and I'm 40 years old now, if I give you 4 years and it doesn't work out on the very last day of my 44th birthday, I've just lost 4 years. So now I'm 44 trying to find this marriage, and you know, it just doesn't work in their favor, I guess, is what they feel. So they do all this heavy duty pre-screening, which is totally not beneficial to either party. But it's just so unfortunate, because I'm like, yeah, you know, I've run into some really great guys, but they just don't want to budge, because at that point, you know, they're stuck in their ways. They don't want to take a whole bunch of risks. It's proven to be a very difficult age range to really penetrate dating. You know, I'm just naturally attracted to men that are older than me. So I'll probably keep trying, but it has been crazy. So that's just our little, it goes more in depth, and I can totally make more videos about that if there's more specific questions about the different types of dates that I'm gone on, or different like isolated experiences that I've had. So if you have any questions about them, leave them below. I'll chit chat with you. But that's really all I have on that one on the surface level. So thanks for watching. Bye.